my solution in how we as Africans can restore our respect and our dignity. Fellow Africans, these habits that has been imposed in Africa of taking our children, our school children on the streets and arrange them to welcome the white leaders. This is the habit that creates or change the mind of our children to think that white people is the best people or is the one who is supposed to be celebrated. But when the black people or black leader come in our country, we didn't do that. Look at this picture. What do you think we create in our mind of these children? They have carrying the flag of China, not the flag of their own country, to celebrate the president of China. Why we didn't take our own flag and give our children and celebrate our flag, our national flag, but we take our children and kill the flag of China. But you never see the Chinese children doing that by carrying African flag. You never see. But we Africans, we looks like we are happy with this habit. This is where we starting our problem. And this obvious, fellow Africans, will never restore our respect, because we create something in our mind, in the mind of our children, to think that the white people is the one who is supposed to be celebrated. Look at this picture of President of France. All African, young Africans are going there to celebrate, to think that President of France is the solution of our problem. But you never see a young French or white one celebrating African leaders when African leaders go to France. But when the French president come here in Africa, we young Africans, we think that maybe this is the Messiah. That's why you see everyone want to take the selfie. Why we Africans, we take our children and arrange them to welcome white people or white leader when they came in the continent, but we never see the white children arranged in the street to welcome the black leaders or black president. But here in Africa, it is like our habit. It is obvious. We take our children from the school, then we arrange in the street, then we welcome. This is the way we starting to change the mind of our children to think that the white people is the best, or the white president is the best than the black president. And that's why you see nowadays one president, maybe white one in America, in Europe, in Asia, can collect all our presidents in one place. But it's difficult to see African president maybe calling president of USA, calling president of France, calling maybe prime minister of UK, president of China in one place in Africa. You never see. But it is easier to see one president of maybe Europe or America or China or somewhere else in Asia, collecting all African presidents in a single place. But this problem started within our community, within here in Africa, by taking our children from the schools and coming to welcome white leaders. We have seen, look at this picture, and how we create them. How do we think that these children, when they grown up, will think that we Africans, we need to be respected? Or obviously they will understand that these white people is the best one, because we have already started when they are still young to tell them that, or to make sure that they believe that white people is something that is to be celebrated. That's why you see every now and then we Africans, especially black people, we are weak on the front of white people, because these habits that has been created. So this must be stopped. We must stop this behavior of of taking our children from school or from the street and arranging them, sometimes in the sunshine or in the lane, waiting for one white reader. Then he passes within half an hour, then everything is over. So let us start thinking different, how we can celebrate, or how we can welcome these readers. Of course, it is better to welcome them, but this habit of taking our children, this is where the problem started. We must stop this bad behavior. This behavior, obvious, is going to destroy our dignity, and we never be respected, fellow Africans. We are here to provide the solutions. Let us provide the good solution for our readers, for our presidents. We need to change from now. And I'm very disappointed with this picture when I see and starting to think what we are doing. Fellow Africa, maybe I didn't doing more research about this, but maybe have you seen when African readers maybe go to Europe and see the young Europeans from the school arranged in the street for celebrating or for welcome African readers or African president? I didn't see for myself. Till now, I didn't see. I tried to find, but I didn't see. But this is where we Africans, we start our problem. We start thinking that this reader is a messiah. That's why in other countries we have seen when the white people coming in, it looks like the one who hacked the picture of Jesus, we call them Jesus. I have seen the clip of fake Mr. Bean. Maybe I've seen somewhere in Zambia, something like that. The people are paid money for fake Mr. Bean because we think that these people are good than us. But we never see Africans maybe celebrate Professor Pierre Lumumba, or celebrate Dr. Alikana Chomboy Kwao, or President John Paul Magufuli, or President Kagame, or Julius Malema. Never. But we celebrate white people. We celebrate Chinese. Fellow Africans, how we can restore our dignity in this behavior, in this circumstance? It will be difficult. Because we started changing the mind of our children to think, especially those who are in school, to think that when the white people comes, we are to go there and obey them. But the white children never do that. We never see the white children from the school arranged in the sunshine or in the cold place or in the lane waiting for welcome African reader. Never. And today we are lamenting that our African leader has been collected by a single president in Europe and gathered for decision maybe for summit. Where this problem started from here. That's why you see one president in Europe can come and collect and gather all African leaders. Because we have already taught since we are still young to think that when one European or Asian or American leader come in Africa, we are supposed to be gathered and welcome him or her. Also, fellow Africans, I have discovered in the movie. You know, when I was young, I was like to watch the movie, this white movie. But when I grown up, I discovered that this movie creating something in your mind. That's why you see one white steering can destroy maybe almost more than 100 people at a time. What does it mean? This means that they create in your mind that this white one is so strong than we as a civilization. That's why we respect them, we fear on them. When they come up and talk to us, we obey everything. Also, fellow Africans, let us look on the in the way we treat our children. We take this what we call dolls. All dolls are white. You never hear African, maybe nowadays, not all, but many of us, we take the white doll with tall hair, with the white white color, then we bring them to our children. It means we create in the mind of our children that this white, the good person is the white one. If you take the black doll, someone will call this maybe satanic or Satan or devil, something like that. So let us change now, fellow Africans. Our parents, we young Africans, let us change this behavior in order to restore our dignity. Otherwise, fellow Africans, if we didn't change from kindergarten, from schools, we didn't change our mind from the school, obvious we'll continue to lament, to talk for too long, but we never succeed. We never restore our dignity, because the problem started in the roots, in the to our children. This is the habit that we have for arranging our children. That is not acceptable.